Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to In the Box. I'm Rico Gibson. Also, man, you got Danny the producer and DJ Run and Run. They may not be on with me tonight. Um, I wanted to bring a show that uh, I think is very important to do. It's kind of been weighing on my heart for the last week. I've been seeing a lot of things, man, happening in the U.S. In relation to men being rejected by women. So the title of the night show, if I had to give it a title, it would be, you know, rejection shouldn't be a death sentence. Why some men can't let go. All right. Rejection shouldn't be a death sentence. Why some men um, can't let go. And I'm not going to choose, I'm not going to talk about any specific stories. There's a lot of stories that's been happening. And if you kind of been living here, there's several. I don't want to talk about the story specifically, simply because of family members and stuff like that. But um, a lot of women have been getting killed. Now, I'm going to say for various reasons. We're going to talk about all those reasons tonight. Hopefully this message, man, it kind of gets out and it kind of hits home. It's not going to be a pretty message. So I know every time I do a live show, I get crazy people that give me crazy inboxes, but I'm for all the smoke. I don't really care. I'm gonna say what I want to say. Um, but this channel is important for me. This channel to speak truth. My cohorts, Danny the producer, DJ Run and Run, we're gonna always share truth. It's not gonna necessarily be palatable. It's not gonna be digestible. You know, it may not be accepted because we're gonna talk about some things that a lot of people probably are more or less afraid to talk about. I'm not afraid to talk about it. But what's have been concerning is, you know, men not being able to deal with rejection. We have a lot of men that didn't have fathers, and because they didn't have fathers, they didn't really have anyone to help them dial in their emotions. And so we're gonna talk about that. And there's really have been a rising rate in intimate partner homicides. You know, men and women, but more so men and women. And so we kind of want to talk about that. And I don't like to take very long to kind of get to certain points. But man, when you get into a relationship, it's a chance that she's not going to be with you. Let's talk about that. Whether that's your girlfriend or your wife, this is 2025. If you get into a relationship with a woman, there's a high probability she's not going to be with you in the near future. I'm going to let y'all process that. And this is strictly for the men, because I think it's hard for the men to understand that. Now, we're going to talk about the role that men play into these crazy toxic relationships. And then we're going to talk about the role that women play in these crazy toxic relationships. But first, men being the head, you got to understand, you get into a relationship, there's a chance that woman not going to be with you in the future. So, with that being said, right? With that being said, let's talk about why rejection shouldn't be a death sentence and why some men can't let go. Okay. So let's talk about the pattern, what's happening. There's a rising rates of intimate partner homicides. Over 50% of female homicide victims are killed by current or former male partners. The pattern: possessiveness, emotional abuse, threats, fatal violence. So we're gonna talk about some root causes, right? This is what's been happening. Let's talk about male ego and toxic masculinity. Male ego and toxic masculinity. Which, man, listen, it is crazy. I interact with people every day, and I get these crazy stories from women that a lot of times, because men ask for their number, they don't want to give them. They could be married, man, and men. If a woman say no, I'm married, I don't want to give you my number, men get mad. It's like they get upset. And I want to say that those men are little boys. Like, you guys have an issue. You can't force somebody to be with you. Period. And if you walk up to a woman, you know, and man, women have preferences, whether that be tall, short, fat, skin color, teeth, eyes, nose. It don't really matter, man. If a woman don't want to talk to you, man, she don't want to talk to you. You got to be okay with that. Instead of crashing out because a woman don't want your number. A woman don't want your advances. A woman don't want your friendship. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. You know, it's weird. Now I know I'm probably gonna get some crazy email. I don't care, man. Y'all can inbox me, man. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. But a lot of you guys are weird. You can't take rejection, and that's simp behavior. When you step to a woman and she don't want to talk to you, there's a chance, man, that she gonna say, "Man, you're not my type of guy," you know. And women might not always say that you're not her type of guy. She may just say, "No, I'm not interested," or you know. And a lot of times I see women are very timid in how they let men down. But men, you got to do better. I mean, literally, you got to do better. So we're gonna talk about 4 things really quick. First is male ego and toxic masculinity. Men are often taught you own her, not you share love with her. Okay. My dad, from an early age, man, taught me, you don't own a woman, bro. She's a human being. She's a human being. You don't own a woman. And I feel it's really weird for me to have to say this to any man with, you know, basic mental faculties. Man, you don't own no woman. Man, it don't matter because you've been with this woman 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, 60 years, 100 years. Man, you don't own a woman. You don't own her. That's she your woman as long as she's willing to be with you. I'm gonna pause right there. Because that right there, man, is you make a lot of men upset. Listen, bro. I don't care how pretty or how ugly or how indifferent, it don't matter, man. That's your woman as long as she's agreed to be your woman. Now, I realize we had different upbringings as men. Um, and I realized my daddy was a different character. So my philosophy on a lot of different subjects may be a little different. And I'm gonna say it to you because this is my channel. You know, I'm gonna share my philosophies, whether you agree with them or not. It's philosophy I live by. You know, the first thing I was taught by my dad is, man, look, a woman decides what she want to do, and if a woman don't want to be with you, man, she don't want to be with you. You can't force a woman to be with you. That's simp behavior. That's weak beta male behavior. A woman don't want to be with me. She want to be with another man. I'm going to say deuces. It's millions of women. Just in one city alone, Atlanta, man, it's like 20 women to one man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we don't crash out. Real men don't crash out because a woman don't want us. We just keep it moving. Man, it don't matter what you did, what you didn't do. You know, rejection equals loss of power or status, not just love. Man, why you want to have a woman to have power over a woman? I'm married. I love my wife and I love my kid. Man, I ain't got no power. Like, my wife sometimes look at me crazy because it's like, hey, you want to talk to another dude. Now, I ain't saying I'm going to be with you. You can talk to anybody you want to talk to. You can leave and go, but once you leave, hey, it's null and void. I don't do no do-overs. I don't do that. That's just me. Right? But certainly, man, I ain't going to cage no woman. Right? I don't want no power over my wife. Now, I'm responsible for my wife, and I want to make sure she don't hurt herself. You know, I want to make sure she don't make a decision that's going to impact herself and our kids and our family. But certainly, man, you know, she can leave anytime she want to leave. I got 2 kids, you know, they 5. And if I got to pay child support, man, I got to pay child support. Hold on. We're going to talk about that, right? Because when you have kids with a woman, it's a high probability in the U.S. that you're going to pay child support. Then you shouldn't be having kids. I'm going to say it again. It's a high probability in the U.S. that when you have kids, you're going to pay child support. And sometimes it's just crazy, man, because most times when you have kids by a woman, all of a sudden, the smallest argument, you guys break up and you get this summons to you get child support summons. Man, you got to go into the relationship to know you get that girl pregnant, man. Going to get your affairs in order because you're going to pay that child support. Is what it is. I got 2 twin girls that's 5 years old. There's a high probability I might have to pay child support one day. Now my wife said, "No, I love you." Like, you may meet somebody, man, that, you know, Listen, bro, I am not finna crash out because I got to pay child support. Because when I had my kids, I realized that there's a chance I may have to pay it. Like, you can't crash out about that. Relationship is a risk. It's a dual risk. There's a chance you may not want her. There's a chance that she may not want you at some point. All right, let's keep moving. Emotional repression. Big boys don't cry leads to emotional illiteracy. Many men never learn to sit with discomfort, grief, or abandonment. Okay, big boys don't cry. A lot of you men, man, you got some childhood issues. You got issues from your childhood. Abandonment issues from your mom or your daddy. You weren't accepted or whatever. That's not the responsibility of the woman that you with to kind of deal with all that crap, man, that you should have dealt with as a man. I have my thoughts on therapists because I'm very, very, man, in tune with myself. Can't no other person on this earth tell me more about me and my feelings and my thought process than me. I'm never gonna go to a therapist because I can look in the mirror and deal with my good stuff, my bad stuff, and all my things that's indifferent. But some of you men, you don't know how to do that, and you need to get some help because you can't work out your emotions. You know, we see in the Black community, we see people getting gunned down every day because y'all suckers, you punks, can't deal with your emotions. You don't like that a joker tell you no. You got a guy to get shoot another guy because he talked to your girl. Now listen, man. If you are if your behavior is an aggressive behavior against you, try to touch my girl, and she and then you try to disrespect, like bro, that's a whole nother situation, and we got to get it in. Then it's me and you. You rape my girl, then none of your family gonna be safe. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. You hurt one of my daughters, like none of your family, you or your family ain't gonna be safe because I'm gonna crash out. Yep, I said it live on the web. I'm gonna crash out because it's my job to protect my wife from the kids, my daughters, right? And if somebody rape your woman, then you need to crash out. I'm gonna say it. And you ain't a man if you don't crash out. A joker just rape you. But man, most of this, man, she want the dude. Why you crashing out? Because your woman willingly open her legs up for another dude. And I told you, this is going to be a hard conversation. I don't care because, y'all can send me hate mail. I want all the smoke. I like the smoke. Some cats say they not built for the smoke. I'm built for the smoke. Man, I don't care. Because none of you pay no bills for me. You don't do nothing for me. Period. But your woman want that dude. She wanted him. She initiated conversation. She responded back. They was talking. She willing to open her legs and let that man dump her juices in her. This is what an OG told me. I remember, in a previous situation. Like OG, like he was an older man. He was about 70 something, man. He like, man, look, once a man dump his juices in your woman, like, bro, what you want her for? Huh? What you want her for? That ain't your woman. That's his woman. That's why I made a distinct difference. Because as men, we got to protect our women. You hurt my woman or you just want to attack her, it's going to be hell to pay. You ain't going to get off easy, my boy. You hurt my family, I strap myself in the chair and hit the switch on myself. We ain't got to wait to hit the judge and the gavel. I hit the switch on myself. I hit the switch. I strap myself in the chair, my arms and my legs, and put the hat on after I do what I got to do because you touched my family, and I flip the switch and eliminate myself. I'm a G. It's a lot of men like me. We G's. But that's not what we're talking about. That's a whole nother conversation. Man, your woman don't want you. She got tired of you. She don't want to be with you. Women can wake up one day and just decide that just like if you got a woman, right, and she loves shoes, she could wake up one day, man. She was sweating you for these shoes for the last 2 months, right? Then all of a sudden, man, these shoes that she was sweating you for the last 2 months for, that you probably saved money for, 3 months later, man, she don't even wear them shoes no more. She wants some other shoes. She likes another color or whatever. Women have that uncanny ability to wake up one day and they don't want you. That's what y'all don't like to hear. Man, you can't crash out. It's her choice. That's her choice. And she don't want to be with you. Many men never learn to sit with discomfort, grief, or abandonment. A lot of men have mommy issues. Your mama died, or she wasn't a good mom, or she left you. She just, listen, man, I understand that. You can't project that onto a woman. You got to deal with those issues. Yeah, your mama might abandon you. Man, nobody's obligated to be with you for the rest of your life. Then if you got abandonment issues, man, you shouldn't be in a relationship. Because chances are, if you got a woman, she's going to abandon you. It's funny, but it's not funny. And I'm saying it with laughter, with seriousness. If you with a woman, there's a chance, man, that you're going to experience abandonment. She may leave you and talk to somebody else. Can't crash out. Number 3, control issues and entitlement. If I can't have you, no one can. Man, I see a lot of guys walk around with that mindset. If I can't have you, no one can. You a simp. You a sucker. You a bum. You a punk. You a sucker. You a bum. You a punk. You a sucker. You a weak man. You a sucker. That's why I'm putting the emphasis. Man, you a beta male. You ain't even no man. If I can't have you, nobody will. You ain't had, man, listen, you ain't had no strong daddy. You ain't had no daddy that was no man. Crap, shoot, you ain't had no mama that was no mama. Then, man, you got to work that out. Because for a man to embrace that foolishness, if I can't have you, nobody else will. You're a sucker. Yeah, you are. You're a weak man. You're a weak man. You're a little boy. If I can't have you, nobody else will. A woman can choose who she want to be with. You have a woman. She chooses. I ain't talking. See, this conversation is not about nobody violating your woman. That's a whole nother conversation. I got alphas and sigmas both. Watch this, right? Alpha males and sigma males, and beta males. And I'm talking to you because this is your characteristic. Beta males. Woman don't want to be with you. You don't spend your money. You don't bought her a house. You don't bought all these things. She don't want to be with you. You in love. You've been leading with your wallet because you a simp. Only simps lead with their wallet. Only simps, man, try to buy love from women. Real G's, man, we don't do that. I ain't getting you nothing. 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 I ain't gonna buy your love. Go talk to who you want to talk to. But if I can't have you, no one else will. So you crash out, you kill her, you kill yourself. You're a weak man. And women, you need to invest. When you talk to a man, you need to. I got some things for women. I got some things for men because women, y'all play games, and if you play games with the wrong man that don't have their emotions intact, man, they gonna eliminate you. I ain't saying it's justifiable, but what I'm saying is, women, women shouldn't play games because all men are not created equal. So women, you shouldn't play games. But men, if a woman don't want you, you can't kill her. Because think about how stupid this is. You gonna kill her and kill yourself so nobody else can't have her. Nigga, that's weak. That's weak. That's weak. A woman can choose to be with whoever she want to be with. Control is confused for love. Man, listen. I live here in Houston, Texas, and the traffic here is crazy, man. These people here have no etiquette. They have no courtesy. They drive like demons. Man, I don't want my wife driving here in Houston because I don't want my wife to die in a car accident. Because I know if my wife was in a car accident, most of the time these people are going to drive off because they ain't got no insurance. They probably DUI. You know, sometimes when a man want to protect you, it's not the women sometimes mistake protection as control. Because as a man, we're responsible for you. And if something happened to your wife on your watch, it's your responsibility. It's your fault. Man, it's your fault your wife don't listen to you. Because you're still responsible for it. Now, when she make that decision that she want to go up under your cover and she want to do something else, bro, ain't nothing you could do about that. You got to take that on the chin. So this is a message to women as well. Sometimes women, your men want to protect you, and they tell you no because they don't want you to get into a situation. But then it goes back to the man. Are you with a woman that can't take orders from a man? If you with a woman that can't take instruction or orders from a man, why are you with her? Don't make her your wife. You're just gonna have problems. Cultural silence. Society excuses aggressive behavior in boys. Violence is normalized in entertainment and music. Do you believe that a lot of the music, man, that we hear, man, it's the music that we hear, man. Um, it's very disrespectful to women, man. It's disrespectful to men. It's just disrespectful to kids. It's disrespectful to family. Like you listen to that every day. Kill, 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 kill. Cheat, 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 cheat. Man, somebody, man, had 3 or 4 babies for you, man. They body not gonna snap back. They gonna have a belly. They gonna have some stretch marks. It's like I love my wife belly. You know what I mean? Before my wife had kids, like her stomach had no, it wasn't stretched, man. It was perfect. Man, she had twins, man. Her stomach ain't gonna, man, ain't nobody cutting on my wife. I want my wife to get on a knife. So a woman that have kids, her body, some women body, man, snap back, but majority of women, their body don't ever snap back to where they had to have kids, man. That's up to you, man, to help your woman to have self-esteem. So a lot of what I want to talk about, one, I also now I talk with men. I talked about men. So 10 things women use to hurt you. Some of y'all, man, ain't had no daddies, bro. So y'all cats, man. Y'all cats. You got to go to an OG or to an elder, someone to sit down. Now, I ain't talking about that because you go to an elder, man, that's a beta male or a simp. Man, that's not going to help you. You need to go to an elder if you didn't have a dad and you didn't have a strong mom. Because my mom taught me about women. My mama taught me about games women play. You know, my daddy taught me about games women play. Both of my parents, man, was like OGs. You know what I'm saying? You know, my mama give me game. Now, I was fortunate because a lot of people didn't have both parents. And although my parents were divorced, I was 7 months, both of my parents were still very much involved in my life. My daddy kept giving me game. My mama gave me game too. My mother gave me game by women, how women play and how they try to do stuff. And, I don't buy women. So I ain't gonna buy no love. I'm Tecano. Spanish. I'm cheap, frugal. I ain't gonna spend no money. So you gonna get mad at me because I ain't gonna spend no money, then you might as well just get mad. Man, I'll buy $20,000 software before I go and try to impress a woman with a car or some jewelry. I don't have no jewelry. My Apple Watch, this is the most expensive watch I got. And that watch cost me like $1,600. The Ultra. Because that's the most man. And honestly, this watch, man, helped my blood pressure. There's some health advantages with this watch. Man, I don't own a watch, man, costs more than that. Never will. I've never owned a pair of Jordans. My son, I bought Jordans for my kids. I personally, I don't know what it like. I don't know what it's like to have a pair of Jordans on my feet. I ain't finna spend $150, $300 for a pair of shoes. Not for me. It's not that important for me. But for some people, right? I want to help you. So these 10 things women use to hurt you, these are some things for men, right? Because you get caught up and you don't really understand when you're being played. So what I want to do is this right here. Number one, weaponizing vulnerability. 10 things. Weaponizing, number one, weaponizing vulnerability. Okay. She encourages you to open up emotionally, then later use your secrets, trauma, and weaknesses against you during arguments or to manipulate you. First thing me and you do wrong, man, you don't ever tell no woman everything about you like that. That's something my wife don't know about me and go to the grave. I don't tell my wife everything. Like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. She don't need to know all that. I remember my son, and I talk about my past and some of my situations, because I talk about it, man, as in a ministerial way that kind of help people, man. But I don't glorify my past. My kids don't know my past like that. They don't need to know that. If it come up, they happen to stumble upon it, then we have a conversation. But none of that, man. No, man. Why are you telling women what they can use to hurt you later? That's stupid, though. It's stupid. You stupid. All right, I'm gonna be nice. Stop telling like, bro, listen. I got 3 homeboys in my entire life. One of those homeboys took a bullet for me. Okay. Took a bullet. Guy pulled out a 9mm. We was fighting. I was putting that work in on him. I had because I'm trying to shoot a fat one. He done pull a 9mm. He's gonna blow my brains out. My dude happened to see it, jumped in, they caught it right in his neck. He, man, could have died. That's my dog. My other dog, man, Tyrone Johnson, died of cancer. I could tell him all my secrets. He would never urge it. He would never repeat it. It wouldn't care if we was trying to kill him, he would never tell it to you. My other dude, Orenthal, he would never tell it to you. He just died. Like, my other homeboy, he ain't gonna say nothing. Pastor Bennett, you might see him on stuff. So I got 3 friends. I'm 55 years old. I got 3 friends that I know that's down with me. I don't know all their business. I'm pretty sure there's some things, man, they're gonna take to the grave that I don't know. Everybody should know all your business. You certainly don't tell no woman all your business. Man, no woman that you with supposed to know how much money you got. Uh-oh. Come on, man. Y'all cats like women. And when you don't have a daddy, and a lot of that is not your fault. So I'm not trying to flex on you because I had a dad and you didn't, or you didn't have a mom and I did. Take what you can glean from this. This is a hard podcast. And sometimes some men, you got to have a hard conversation. And you ain't got to, I get a lot of emails and people ask me questions, and I mentor a lot of men. But this is not that and that's not this. If you want that, I'm always available. But man, stop telling people all your business. My youngest son, I tell my youngest son that, man, stop telling people. When you tell people your business, you got to know, man, that's a high probability they're going to use that against you later. You taking medications for some issue. Oh, you don't tell everybody that? Now, if you got HIV, you need to tell me you got HIV because you don't want to infect nobody else. Like, bro, that's just, come on now. That's being humane. You don't do that. But you got to stop telling your business. A lot of you get on the internet and you tell them I've been on the internet since 2007. There's nothing that you can find on the internet about me that I didn't want you to know that you're going to know about me. It don't exist on the internet. Man, I don't tell my business like that. She encourages you to open up emotionally. Then later uses your secrets, trauma, or weaknesses against you during your arguments. Women weaponize vulnerability. Stop telling women things that can hurt you, because chances are she's gonna use it against you when she get mad. All your homeboys, man, that you hanging out with right now, that you think y'all cool, if y'all start beefing, man, this cat know where you be. He know where your family is. He know you. Man, stop, man. Listen, I used to ride in a motorcycle crew, JVille Riders. It was 140 of us in Jacksonville, Florida. We ride motorcycles, man. Man, listen, when I get ready to ride with my crew, 140 cats, we got a meet spot, we meet up. Bam, I just show up at the time we gonna all meet up, we gonna start lining up. But when I get ready to go home for the night, I just peel off, man. I hit about 200, 230. You're going to be a demon to follow me. And I'm probably not going to go home. I'm probably going to circle 4, 5 figure eights and everything else. You ain't nobody going to know. Out of 140 people, only 3 people from my crew knew where I actually lived. Only 3 people. Those was the guys that I know. The rest of they was like me. People didn't go to their house like that. People didn't know where I live. Stop sharing secret things. This is for somebody, man. I know I'm taking a little because this is the problem. 2, financial draining. She constantly needs help, but never invests in your goals. You're paying bills, buying gifts, helping her level up, but she's not bringing anything back to the table. Man, y'all cats need to stop trying to buy booty. Listen, y'all stop trying to buy booty. Stop trying to get women leading with your wallet, man. She ain't doing nothing for you. You buying everything. Stop that. That's selfish, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, this thing, all the money that you spending is cash that's gonna sleep with her. And they ain't got to spend no money. They ain't spending nothing, and they ain't gonna spend nothing. And they sleeping with your girl. Yep, they sleeping with your girl, and they ain't spending no money. They ain't paying no rent. They ain't paying no car note. That's really who she's supposed to be with, because that's who she love. That's who she want to be with. But you the mob, you the simp. You spending all the money. Man, listen, before I got married and I date, man, I have a rule, man. Like, if you don't have my last name, I'm not paying your bills. If you don't have my last name, my wife stay home mom, she don't work. When I was dating, if you don't have my last name, I'm not paying your bills. If I ask you on a date, we're gonna go to the movies. If I ask you on a date, we're gonna go to the movies or something to eat, man, I cover that because I asked you on a date. Man, I ain't paying no car, no rent. Man. Come on, man. Hey, you ain't my wife. Man, I do that for my wife. My wife, they ain't gotta work. Who are you? I ain't married to you. You just setting yourself up, man, for failure. 3, pretending to love, but only loving the lifestyle. She's not in love with you. She's in love with the access, the comfort, the status you provide. The minute you can't provide, she bounces or turn cold. We seeing this, we did it right now. Cassie was with that man 20 years. Come on, man. You know what that man was about. You like the lifestyle. It's a lot of women that like you because you provide a nice lifestyle. You got a nice house, you got some nice whips. You're a great provider. Man, she don't love you. She love to help. You doing a lot of things, man. And she like the cats that's washing your cars. She like the cat that clean your motorcycles. She like the cats that's doing your yard. You're a good provider. Man, I'm gonna get some hate after this podcast. Man, I'm on this thing 40 minutes. Man, she don't like you like that, bro. She's pretending to love you. She love your lifestyle. She's pretending to love you. All you fellas, man, you got these contracts, playing ball or whatever. Like, you stupid. You slow, you simpers. You're going to turn around and put a baby in her. She's going to turn around and probably sleep with your teammates. I'm just saying. Man, that's on you. Then you're going to get what's coming to you because she's only pretending to love you. That's why I think it's important for every man to find him a pretty woman when he's young, so you know what it's like to have a pretty woman. I mean, it's a lot of pretty women out there. I'm just saying. Me and my wife talk about, she's like, oh, she pretty. Like, yeah, but that don't impress me. I ain't gonna, cause most pretty, they want money. I ain't finna give you no money. My wife started laughing because she know I don't give you no money. But woman gonna talk to my wife like he paid my like, baby, I know you lying because he ain't finna do nothing. I ain't gonna spend no money. I ain't gonna spend nothing. You ain't get nothing out of me. You gotta take me to court. We gonna fight it out. I'm gonna get 5 attorneys. You ain't getting nothing from me. Nothing. It is what it is. She don't love you. She like what you do for her. Men, stop leading with your wallet. I see a lot of men leading with your wallet. You lead, man, when you go meet a woman, man, you need to go in you need to have a hoopty. I had a lot of hoopties. And when I was younger, man, I had a lot of sports cars. When I go meet a girl, man, when you young, you don't know no better. When you get older, when you take a chick out on a date, go on a date with a chick in an old car. Let her earn the nice luxury whip. Go get an old car. If you got a homeboy, got an old 98 Coupe de Ville, old Coupe, man, get that, man. Make sure you got air conditioning on. You don't put the chicken on when it's hot. When it's hot, it's hot. Borrow one of your boys got old schools. They ain't got no rims on it. Just got 8-track in that jack. Take on a date. Take on a nice date. See how she do that. Because you guys simp yourself out before you get going. You start trying to impress. Like, man, don't try to impress no woman. Most time when you try to impress women, man, they only gonna be with you for that. This is why y'all crashing out killing these women, because you leading with your wallet. She ain't never like you like that. Number 4, fake loyalty during the build-up phase. She supports you when you're struggling, but it's really a long game for a payoff. The moment you make it, she switches up or begins controlling your success. Women know how to play the long game. Come on, man. You can't pay your car note, she pay your car note. Especially if she know that you're a ball player, you can play ball, or you about to graduate college, man, or you got a business idea, man, that's about the bubble. Like, women know how to play the long game. Stop letting women play the long game on you. Because now when you do all this and she decides she don't want to be with you, crashing on you, killing her. Oh, man. Stop that. Listen, I'm just giving you some things to help you. I'm giving you 10 things women use to hurt you. Now, you can't say because you ain't had a dad or a mom, you ain't nobody giving you game. I'm trying to give you game tonight. It's up to you. Now, you don't want to take it, you ain't got to take it. That's on you. 5, using pregnancy or kids as leverage. Listen, in Texas, man, they just passed a law. They passed a bill that when you get a woman pregnant here in Texas, man, you got to pay child support immediately. So you have sex with a woman, she says she's pregnant, it could be a lie. You got to pay child support until the baby come. You had a DNA test and prove it ain't none of yours. Women lie about pregnancy. That's the oldest trick in the book. One of my sons, I ain't gonna just call my son out. One of my sons, like, chick say she was pregnant. I say, man, she lying. Man, you need a DNA test. Like, bro, you don't accept that like that. You don't just go by what she said. Come to find out, she talking to a whole bunch of Jews. She wasn't pregnant. Women do use that to lock you in. Now, if it is your child, you better know that your child will be used as a pay style to extort you. Oh man. Listen, most women, when they have kids, they use their kids to extort the father so they can get money to help their lifestyle so they can go and live with the dude they want to live with while you pay for it. I lived through that. I had to pay child support, and the dude was driving a Chrysler 300 pecan butter seats. Man, Joker, man, he can't on his he couldn't make enough money, man, to afford that car. I was paying for it. I wanted to crash out, but I could because you made that choice, and I still had to do for my kid. She had a brand new car, and the dude that she with got a brand new car. Neither one of them wasn't no high honors. I was paying for it. Me being the G, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool because I understand that, like, bro, you can't even afford that car on the job that you do every day. It's above your head. You can't. Nigga, I'm your daddy. I'm your master because you can't. You know what I mean? I ain't feel like a mark because I had kids. I love my child. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't afford that car. He knew it and I knew it and she knew it too. I'm still the king. But everybody, man, can't have self like I got a large self-esteem. I'm a fat boy. I ain't always been a fat boy. I'm glad to be a fat boy because, man, I could never gain no more than 153 pounds. 153 pounds wet was the most I could gain, man. I'm glad to be fat, man. Nobody bother me. I got these hands, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody bother me. I know I made little jokes, man, but it didn't bother me. OG, because OG, and why I didn't crash out was the OG, the same OG, the same OG. God, man, give people for your life, man. Because my dad told me, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes we don't want to listen to our kids. I remember OG coming to me, man. He say, look, bro. Look, he say, look, bro. You a king. Bro, the money that you make, most men could never make that in their life. And I was going through a lot of different things in my life, you know? And he said to me, like, man, listen, look at it like this. Man, that cat know he can't afford that car. She buying him. She trying to buy his love, but you the king. They living off you. You they master. Why you mad? If I was you, I'd be glad to be a master. I done been through that, young buck. I didn't get mad at the dude because she gonna be with who she want to be with. But you the master. They living off your dime. That should make that man feel less than the man that he can't do what you did. And it changed my perspective. I was cool, man. I pull up in a convertible Camaro, paid for. You know what I'm saying? You know, my son love me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm still a king. You're not a high income earner. I can always be in a position to earn a high income because of what God gave me and the things that God did for me. You know what I mean? Sometimes sometimes strangers can speak in your life and have an impact. And that old man had an impact in my life because, man, I would have crashed out a few times if that old man ain't say something like, man, why you, bro, you listen, hey, every man been cheated on. Hey, bro, when another man dump his juices in your woman, what you want her for? Same thing my daddy was telling me. I didn't think, but same thing when he started talking like my daddy, I don't even know this man. He just took a liking to me. OG. Same thing my daddy said, man. You when a woman sleep with another man and he dump her juices in her, what you want her for? Why? Man, what's wrong with you? You don't want that. You move on. You gonna crash out, man, because you chose to have kids by this woman. She knew she more than likely was gonna take that money and do something with another man. And when that OG man started dropping game on me and started giving me a different perspective, I stopped being mad about it. I would come around, man, to get my son, and I see the dude in this Chrysler 300 with the peanut butter pecan seats, the rims. Hey, that's all me. I'm the king. I'm driving an old Lexus, and I'm paying for it, suffering. But I made a lot. I made a lot of money. I made millions, man. Past that, you know, I done been up and I've been down. I done been up and I've been down. I done been up and I've been down. Most people that you meet that are very successful, they've been up and they've been down. Man, we get broke and we lose it. We gain it back. We lose. We gain it back. That's the life of an entrepreneur. But that conversation I had with that old man, it stopped me from crashing out because I remember I was on the toilet. Man, I was about to crash out one night. Man, I was like, man, I'm tired of them to try to play me. That's how the cats, how you cats be talking. I ain't go through with it. OG, man. OG, like, bro, man, listen, whatever you lose now, he like, man, you gonna gain it back 20-fold. Turn around, man. Man, I got it, you know, another partner, man. I end up getting a motorcycle, man, drop stretch, chrome. But most cats, man, can't even afford nothing like that. I'm chilling, going through some things. And I was riding around Jacksonville on the interstate, man, 200 miles per hour on the Kawasaki, man, stretch, chrome, candy apple orange. But that motorcycle saved my life. It stopped me from crashing out. Because, man, all things I was going through, I met a whole lot of guys, man, that was going through a lot of same things, man, taking advantage, man. Like, man, sometimes me and kings got to go through stuff. Sometimes kings go through stuff. Sometimes you got to go through stuff. Gaslighting or guilt tripping, making you feel like you the bad guy anytime you set boundaries, phases like you don't love me anymore, you never support me, when she's the one creating chaos. Women sometimes gaslight you, man. That's a tactic, right? Number 7, public praise, private poison. She hypes you up on social media, acts like she's your biggest cheerleader, but behind closed doors, she's constantly disrespecting, undermining, and devaluing you. I'm kind of country. I'm from Macon, Georgia, so I talk kind of, you know. A woman don't respect you, want to devalue you, man. You don't want to be with that woman. Just keep it in 1,000 with you. And I'm talking about 10 things women use to hurt you. When you see that, man, you move on. I'm trying to wrap this up. Number 8, playing the victim for sympathy. Even when she's the one causing issues, she spins the story to her friends, family, or online to make it seem like you're the abuser or the villain. One thing I say to all men, you got to have a strong stomach to be a man. Nobody should need to validate you. Don't seek to get along or be accepted by nobody, because it becomes very, very hard for you to make decisions as a man if you're worried about what people think about you. Women know that. If you're a man and you worry about what people, I don't care what nobody think about me. I don't give a crap. I don't care. Because you don't do nothing for me. People can drop stuff in my inbox, man. I don't care. Like I ain't borrowing no money from you. You ain't do nothing for me. I don't care what you think about me. What's gonna happen? Nothing. I don't care what you think. But I'm smart enough to understand that every man don't have that mindset. And I'm saying to you cannot worry about what people say about you, because women will use that against you. She'll go to your friends and say something, man, that jump may be totally false. And she'll use your own friends against you by saying some things that ain't true. You got to have a strong stomach, man. You got to have some backbone. And sometimes that's some things that you can't correct. It's just some lies that got told that you never going to straighten out. You got to be all right with the lies being told. Just going to take care of yourself. Don't kill yourself, man, because of a lie being told. Don't kill yourself because somebody ain't accepting you. It's not worth that. Sex as a weapon. Withholding sex or affection as a form of punishment or control when using intimacy only as a reward when you do what she wants. Hey, man, some of you guys out here buying cars for women and doing all this, and the dude she's sleeping with behind your back, and then he ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing. He ain't got to do all that. And he's smashing. He ain't doing all that. He ain't doing nothing, man. He ain't buying no steak dinner, no lobster. He ain't paying no cell phone bill, and he's smashing whatever he want to smash. I told you this is gonna be a hard conversation. I know this news is like the type of podcast, man, I do, but I've been seeing guys, man, straight crashing out, man, and it hurt my heart, bro. Like, stop, man. Let women talk to who they want to talk to. You don't kill no woman because she chooses to be with another guy. Man, there's millions of women. Most guys, man, hang in a strip club. All they want to hang in a strip club. They don't really know how to talk to women. Because those of us that are men, I've been to a strip club once in my life when I get ready to go to the Navy. I always tell this story to people, man. I gave this girl $150. I think I was 18. And I thought she was going to go home with me. I was green. I was outside waiting for her. I dropped $150 on her, man, with ones and five. Man, and her boyfriend was waiting outside. That was the weird. I, I was in a conundrum. Like, nigga, this your girl? And she up there stripping butt naked, and you waiting outside for your girl? And I thought she was. And my dudes was laughing. They were laughing with me, man, because I thought, man, I done spent $150. I thought she was gonna go home with me. Man, when I was like, bro, that's some foolishness. I ain't been to a strip club since, man. Why? Why? I ain't paying to see no naked woman. That's desperation. We ain't got to pay to see naked women. We don't have to pay for that. Just telling you. That's a whole other, that's simp behavior, man. That's some beta. I'm not paying for that, man. That's beneath me, man. But yeah, I'm not paying for that. You know, that's like air. Like, why would you want to pay for oxygen on Earth? We ain't in space. Why would you pay for that? Yeah, that's different kind of behavior. Yeah. Let me go to the next one. I'm befuddled, but I don't understand that. Emotional cheating. She may not be having sex with other men, but she's entertaining backups, emotionally keeping side attention alive while stringing you along. Now, this is why a lot of you cats crash out. Women have backups. That's why I say you subject to wake up one day and she gone with another cat. She already been talking to that dude. Facebook, Instagram. She already been, you talk about work husbands. Come on, man. Listen, man. If a woman want to talk to another man, there's nothing that you can do. You got to have some balls. You got to have some self-esteem and a backbone. Why would you want to be with a woman she talking to another man? Go be with that man. You go find you another woman. But make sure you get yourself together first, right? Women can choose who they want to be with. Most of the time, man, you know, men, our emotions and women emotions are different. It's not the same. When we love a woman, we bow the way in. But I'm telling you, man, that you don't ever fall in love and worship women. When you worship a woman, that's when your problems are going to start. Love your wife, loving your wife, but you got to have enough reserve for yourself that if she decides that she don't want you no more, you can't be so involved and so invested into her as a woman that she come to you on, it's Tuesday, she come to you Thursday and say, man, she don't want to be with you more. She want to be with another man. Listen, I love my wife, but if she come to me Friday and say she want to be with another man, I ain't finna crash out. That's different from saying that, hey, this guy raped me when I went to go and he pulled me in and raped me. It's going to be hell to pay. Navy SEALs can't save you, my boy. Can't save you. But if you willing want to be with that man, I'm not crashing out because you made a choice. That's what you want to be with. Now let's arrange these payments for child support. I know I got to pay. I got 2 girls. I got to pay child support, so I pay child support. I'm a realist. Man, my wife, we got conversations. I'm like that. I pay child support. I got to pay child support. They're my kids, and guess what? I'm still king because they're my kids. I'm an active father. I'm gonna be in my girl's life. Period. I'm still king. They're my kids. That's why when I got married, she ain't have no kids. Now, men, and I didn't put this on the list, but I want to talk about it. Man, listen, it's all right being with a woman. I'm going to say no, you don't be with a woman that got kids. Even though I've done it, I saw some things in that. I'm 55. Very rarely will you ever be accepted and loved after you, because when you marry a woman with kids, you the ATM. I meet a lot of guys that get into my car and they're going through things. I've had a few people, man, had to talk them off for suicide because they fall in love with a woman and he taking care of her kids, and that woman goes start cheating because, man, you the ATM, bro. One thing my daddy said to me, you talk to a woman, she got kids by another man. If the man, she don't want to be with the man she had the kids with, what you gonna do with her? She need to be with her husband. And I couldn't understand that when my daddy say that. Like, it's a lot of things I can't say on the internet. You just got to hit me in the inbox. I can't do it. But my daddy, I remember one time, man, the girl had a baby, man, I brought on my dad. My dad, man, that joker, man, he hit the roof. Man, what you talking to a chick that got kids for? Like, you ain't got no kid? The baby don't, the daddy, she can't be with the kid. Daddy, what you gonna do? I say the perfect situation when a woman got kids, you want to date if the dude doing life in prison and he dead. And then in life, if he's still living in life in prison, chances are them kids gonna go see him. He still probably have an influence on those kids. Now, this is a whole nother conversation. This is a whole nother show. I'll probably get some crazy stuff along, but you shouldn't be talking to women that have kids. And I told my son, my boys, I got 3 boys. Neither one of them got no kids. I got 2 sons in their early 30s and my youngest son in his early 20s. Neither one of my boys got kids. And I'm proud of them for that. I'm very, very proud of them for that, because I started having kids at 24. Right? And so I'm very proud of my 3 boys. They don't have no kids. When you talk to a woman that got kids, there's a responsibility, because you're the ATM, bro. You got to spend money to take care of the kids. Chances are the kids they're not gonna choose you over their dad. And I'm probably gonna have to do a separate show for this, man, because I don't want to offend people, women that have kids. But you do need to talk to the kid's father before you get into a relationship with that woman. You need to know what his expectations are. They say, man, I don't care what it think about. Man, them dudes kids, man. People kill you by their kids. Let me repeat that. People will kill you about their kids. So you need to have a conversation. If it's 3 baby daddies, you need to talk to all 3 baby daddies, like you do a credit check. You need to check her credit on a pre-relationship with the kid's dad. Because you can see a pattern. If she got 3 kids by 3 different guys, you can see the pattern on what she like by the type of guys she like. Are they dope boys? Do they work at UPS, or do they, are they accountants? You know what I mean? If she got 2 different baby daddies, you can quickly see a pattern. And you have a conversation, and however she did then, most likely she gonna do you that same way. I'm just saying to you. These are, man, experience. Man, don't. And then too, you want to have a great relationship with those kids' father. And I didn't get into the decision between her and her kid's father. Like them, they kids, I ain't got no say so in that. They decide what they want to do about their kids. I ain't got no say so. She asked me, hey, you talk to the kid, hey, talk to them. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. It takes a strong man to be in a family. Most men can't handle that. And I'm gonna tell you that's good for most men not even be involved in that, because you don't get nothing in return. You get something in return for your kids that you have. These my kids. So if my wife decides she want to talk to another man, I'm still king. Now they're my kids. They don't never be your kids or his kids. I'm cool with that. But I'm gonna see my kids. They know who their dad is. I'm always be king. I'm king. I like being king. I don't like being the peasant. That's fine. But you need to talk to the kid's father, and you need to have a relationship. And if a woman don't want you to talk to him, there's something that she's hiding from you. Because remember, if you marry that woman, she got kids, man, you're gonna have to deal with that dude. If you're a troublemaker, man, and he's a fighter, man, he like that, you're gonna have to deal with that. You got to know what you're getting into. I'm gonna say what my dad told me. I'm gonna say, man, leave women alone. They got kids. Go get your woman, and you don't have that drama. Because if you got kids and she got kids, man, that's a crazy spider web. Because she gonna want to talk to your kids, baby mama, to see how you handle your kids, and a lot of these conversations are not happening because a lot of people are not mature to have those conversations. And if you got kids and she got kids, then she need to be talking to your kids, baby mamas, and you need to be talking to her kids, baby daddy, and y'all need to bring that whole village together. If not, it's probably best that you don't even get involved like that. I'm gonna say if you don't have any kids, it's best that you don't get involved with anybody that got kids. I tell my sons that y'all don't have kids, none of my boys have kids. So I'm not going to accept no woman you bring home that got kids. I ain't gonna accept. I said on the internet, won't care, get mad, whatever. Y'all don't have kids. You talk to a woman that don't have kids. Why put yourself in a situation to be beefing with a dude about his child? And most time women don't tell everything. Women don't tell, they'll tell that man one thing and be telling you something else. The next thing you be dead. I done seen a whole lot of that too. You dead because you don't know what she's saying to the baby daddy about you, yada yada yada. Nothing dude gonna kill you. And now they get back together. You dead, sleeping in the ground. They back together again. Man, come on, man. Leave that alone. I'm old school. And I'm gonna say to you, there's not a real 98% of the time, there's not a reward in the end for a man to take care of another man's kids. 98% of the time. It's you the unsung hero. You don't get no credit, no reward, no love for it. And they're gonna still love their daddy more than they love you, and you don't spend all the money. Yeah. Nah. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. Obviously, I didn't talk about everything, man, I want to talk about. Because I want to talk about the meat of it. I'm pretty sure, man, I'm going to hear, people always, share their opinion, whether they like it or don't like it, but I don't care, man. That's a great thing about being a podcaster. You can kind of share your thoughts and your opinions. If people like it, they don't like it. But intentionally, I'm not going to ever tell you anything wrong. I want to see you successful. And I'm tired of seeing people die. I'm tired of seeing women get killed. I'm tired of seeing men get killed by other men because you guys are crashing out because your woman ain't really feeling you like that. Women can talk to who they want to talk to. Whether you like that or whether you agree with that or not, and if you want to kill another man because she chose another man over you, you're a weak man. You're a sorry, simp, weak, punkish man. It's okay to say bye and walk away. Let her go talk to who she want to talk to. Stop being a punk, killing women, hurting women, because they wake up one day and decide they don't want you. When you with a woman, women, man, they move, they mood change. You can wake up and they don't want to be with you no more. Man, that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? You'll crash out about that. You make a pivot and you move on. You don't kill a woman because she don't want to be with you. You're a weak man. And you don't deserve to breathe air if you want to kill a woman because she decided she don't want to be with you. When you have a kid by a woman, there's a high probability in the U.S. that you're going to pay child support. Man, if you know that going in, why are you tripping? Stop tripping. Play this for your homeboy, and this you go ahead and chop it. Y'all can use this and share this and talk about it. Say what you want to say. I don't mind if people use my video. And stop killing these women that put you on child support. You had the baby, man, them your kids. Chances are, as soon as that baby drop, Negro, she ain't gonna want to be with you because she want a pay style. It's hard out here. It's hard to pay that light bill and that rent. Most women, They gonna want that child support. Then don't drop babies in them. Stop dropping babies in these women. Just saying. So, with that being said, I done said enough. I'm gonna get some hate mail. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I don't care. Listen, man. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate y'all, man, and God bless.